disciple Peter's perspective on Easter Day. Keep in mind that Peter just spent the longest night of his life. He denied his Lord 3 times after promising Jesus he would go to his death for him. And now he was in one of the deepest, darkest valleys of his life. Gates and doors were barred, and all the windows fastened down. Spent the night in sleeplessness, arose at every sound, half in hopeless wonder, and half in fear the day would find the soldiers breaking through to drag us all away. Just before the sunrise, I heard something at the wall. The gates began to rattle, and a voice began to call. I hurried to the window and looked out into the street, expecting swords and torches and the sounds of soldiers' feet. There was no one there but Mary. I went down and let her in. John stood there beside her. She told us where she'd been. She said they moved him in the night. None of us know where. The stone's been rolled away, and his body isn't there. We both ran towards the garden, and John ran on ahead. We found the stone and the empty tomb just the way that Mary said. But the winding sheet they had wrapped him in was just an empty shell. How and where they'd taken him was more than I could tell. Something strange had happened there, but what I did not know. John believed a miracle. I just turned to go. Circumstance and speculation couldn't lift me very high, for I saw them crucify him, then I saw him die. Back inside my house again, the guilt and anguish came. Everything I had promised him added to my shame. When at last it came to choices, I denied I knew his name. Even if he was alive, I'd never be the same. Suddenly the air was filled with a strange and sweet perfume. Light came from everywhere, it drove shadows from the room. Jesus stood before me, with his arms held open wide. I fell down on my knees, and I clung to him and cried. He raised me to my feet, and he looked me in the eye. Love was shining out from him like sunlight from the skies. My guilt and my confusion disappeared in sweet release, and every fear I'd ever felt melted into peace.